Well, we had a reservation for this afternoon, 12:15, but as you can see, it is now gone. And you know what sucks? Is that Uber didn't give me any kind of notification that the reservation was canceled. They were just going to let me go on believing that I was good to go. You know what else sucks about that? I've been holding on to that reservation for 3 days. Now, look, could be a lot of things, right? Could be the fact that the flight got canceled. Could be they decided they got a ride somewhere else. Could be a bunch of, they might not have wanted a Tesla. We know that's going around. But you know what really sucks? What really sucks is the Model Y is disappearing from Lyft Black. Now that really sucks. And I know I haven't been the strongest proponent of Lyft or, their platforms, because down here it's non-existent and sporadic at best. But with all that being said, knowing that I had Lyft Black in my back pocket, not only when I had the Cadillac, but the entire time I had my Tesla Model Y, and I have been using the Black Platform the last 3 weeks or so to make up for the lack of rides on Uber. Well, people were telling me the Model Y was going to disappear off of Lyft. Looks like it has. And that's not good. That's not good for Lyft drivers anywhere. What I found on the website was if you uploaded or onboarded your Model Y after March 31st of 2025, you were no longer on Black. But what it doesn't say is for those that are already on the platform, it doesn't say when we're going to go away. Now, somebody did send me this, and this, I believe, was out of New York, that Lyft would be disappearing on May 30th, 2025, or the Model Y would disappear from Black. But that's all I've seen. On their website, under their cars, there's a couple of other vehicles that are telling you, hey, this goes away May 30th. Hey, this goes away June 30th. But it makes no mention to the Model Y that are already on the Black platform. My question is why are you removing it from the Black platform? And I understand, a lot of people, they're turned off by Tesla with all the political stuff. To a point, I can understand a business not wanting to be involved. But Lyft is not that business. Because keep in mind, Lyft is the company that has favored non-traditional pairings. Lyft is the company that has outright, flatly discriminated against males, straight males in general, by creating a for ladies only, non-binary men or women drivers only. I mean, that's discrimination as defined by the Civil Rights Act. But whatever, why are they getting rid of the Model Y? Is it because of the political pressure? Is it because all of a sudden Tesla has told Uber and Lyft both that you will not be able to buy our cyber cabs and put them on your own platform? Is this a vindictive move? Is this, as some noted YouTube channels has said, oh, the Model Y shouldn't be a Black vehicle? Well, let me ask you a question, because it's about time we had this conversation. And you can let me know in the comments below if I'm off base, if I'm out of line. Lyft Black is not what a Black car service is supposed to be. It just isn't. Drivers are not required to have chauffeur licenses. Drivers are not required to carry commercial insurance. Drivers are not required to put on a suit and tie. Lyft Black simply replaced Lyft Lux. Lyft Black used to pay much better, 60, 70, 80, 100% more than Lyft Lux paid. But when they got rid of Lyft Lux, they brought Lyft Black down to Lyft Lux rates. Let's be honest. This isn't a knock. This is being honest about it. So Lyft Black, at times, can pay a little better than Uber Premier, which Uber Premier, right, the Model Y is still good, as we know. The Model 3 is grandfathered in on Uber, the Model 3 is grandfathered in until January 2026. But if you bring a Model 3 to the platform now, that will not be a premier vehicle. That's a whole nother discussion I'd be willing and happy to have. But today we're talking about Lyft Black and what should qualify as a Lyft Black vehicle. Well, apparently the Model Y no longer suits that need. The only question I would ask, really, is why all of a sudden the change of heart? Why? It's pretty suspicious to me. I'm riding in a $50,000 vehicle. Black exterior, black interior, luxury enough, roomy enough to compete with BMW 5 Series, Cadillac CTSs. And before you say, oh, the Model Y is not as luxurious as a Cadillac. Yeah, it is, because I've had them both. Both. So, I don't know if the brainiacs at Lyft have just decided that they're just pissed off at the world and Orange Man bad, Elon bad, this, that, and the other. But here's the last line I want to talk about with this, is simply this. When Uber and Lyft needed drivers to go out and purchase EVs, when they needed those EV miles for California requirements, for New York requirements, for Washington requirements, when they had to get these, what is it, EV, I can't think of the right name, right? Emissions-free miles. And they were taking all this money from these private firms, from the federal government, to meet these EV, clean climate, green climate, AOC, CalFARC climate, right? When they were getting all that money, they needed us, the drivers, to go out and get these EVs. And the only EV that was worth the damn, still the only well, there are a couple more now that are pretty good, were Tesla. Lyft has just turned around and said, go fuck yourself, Tesla owners. You're driving a Tesla, you can drive for the basic wages, the basic rates, but you are no longer allowed to drive for the upper platform, which is only one, right? Lyft Black, with your Model Y anymore. To me, it's a slap in the face. But when have these apps ever done any different? It's always been a slap in the face. Anyway, that's my monologue for today. Model Y is disappearing. When are we going to lose the Model Y on Black? Or when are we going to lose Black? Nobody knows. It could be like a thief in the night. Wake up on May 30th and you're good to go and do 20 Black rides. Or wake up June 1st, you're assed out. Anyway, $80 to start the day. You know how we do. It is now time to turn on the app since I no longer have a reservation.
What we do here is go back.
And let's go to work. Well, we are off to a rousing start. Look, I get charged up. It's $11 and change, so we're at $92 in expenses right now for the day, right? And then I get hit with this beautiful ride going from Boynton Beach Premier, $113, down to the Heat playoff game, the Heat game 3 today, versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Heat are down 0-2. Never know what can happen in that series. This is the Heat. Anyway, I don't get to charge all the way to 80%. I cut it off at 70%. Plenty of charge. Car is spick and span clean. As I get out of the parking lot and make that turn, cancel. Is it because I was 14, 15 minutes away? Is it because it was in a Tesla? Or is it because they wanted, the Suburban, the SUV to go get them because maybe they, got seriously 4 people, 5 people, whatever their deal is, and they're going to shuck and jive. The only information that I got that would make me think they wanted a Suburban is the fact that it's at Home Depot Court, which means it's probably out of the Home Depot headquarters. Entirely possible. I'm not going to put it off on Tessie on this one. But anyway, it was either a time issue or a vehicle issue, whatever the issue was. We lost that ride. Okay, no problem. I start heading east, and of course, I get a trip radar to go back west, $26 Premier, which we are going to get now. That guy, 14 minutes away, same as the $113 ride. Difference is, this guy texts me and says, hey, your name's at the gate. You're good. See you when you get here. Gotta love it. Anyway, let's go get this first ride of the day. All right, so ironically, in a twist of fate, we are at 96.08 on 2 trips. As I was dropping off that last ride, guy was going into Del Rey at the roof to watch the Panther game. As I was dropping him off, I got a request, a $69 Premier ride to actually go to the Panther game, right? Florida Panthers are playing at the same time, 1 p.m. puck drop, as the Miami Heat, 1 p.m. tip-off today. Kind of odd timing, especially for drivers are going to be split up. That could be a good thing, though. And here's the other thing. I only live 5 minutes from the Panther Arena. I'm actually going to go home and, use the facilities in the comfort of my own home, and then we will come back out. But not terrible, y'all. For being 115, 13.15 for my military personnel, we're already at $96. And you know the goal is 300. Can we get there? Do I wait and come back instead of trying to wiggle my way in and out of rides? Do I just come back when the Panther game is over? I should have gave them a card, huh? But I haven't given a card out in years. Maybe I'll grab my cards when I go home. Maybe. So, I decided to come back out after I went home for a minute, and I'm back up in my normal area, right? Uber has sent me 4 trip radars, of which none of them I hit the screen, because just looking at them and they were gone just that quick. And that's okay. All right. But Lyft, I've got extra comfort on, and it seems like during the day on the weekends is when Lyft Extra Comfort is really, really bad. Anyway, it sent me the same ride twice, and now it's sending me one for $4.90. No. I guess it is what it is, right? During the day, it just seems to be a little, and we've been noticing that every week, right? Every Saturday, just a little bit lower, just a little bit lower. Anyway, it is what it is. It's $2.18. Come on, y'all. Let's make this money, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We got $204 yet to go. Can we get there today? Can we get there today? All right. So we are currently at $229 and change. Listen, I'm going to miss Lyft. Lyft Black. I'm going to miss Lyft Black. Now, I understand I don't get them often, but when I do get them, they hit. And so I just had a $61 black ride. Beautiful person. Nice, easy ride. Took about 35 minutes, about 22 miles for 61 and change. And then she tipped out $40 in cash. And then she tipped out another $15 on the app. So that ride went to $77 and change, plus the 40 cash. Anyway, we're at 152.43 there. 77.29 on Lyft. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Lyft Black. Not that I drive it a lot, but when I do and they hit, they hit. All right, so we are charging up right now. We are at 282.05 on Uber, still 77 on Lyft. I did have another Lyft Black ride come through for $62, but I was so far away that by the time I got there, they had canceled or they got another closer rider or driver. I don't know. It's okay because I made up for it with Uber's been making up for a lot of stuff today. It's only 8:30. Now I'm feeling it a little bit, and I need to, I got to consider what I want to do here. But I mean, we're at $359 for the night right now, plus the $40 cash tip. I've broken 400. That's really good. That's really good. But I'm going to try to put in, it worked till at least 10 o'clock. We still got tomorrow. but that's really good. I'm happy right now. All Premier rides. I got 8 Premier rides with Uber today. The 1 Black ride with Lyft. I mean, I don't know what to say. Last week I couldn't break 200 on Saturday. I'm about to break 400 on the apps today. You just never know, how this stuff is going to go, and that's okay. I was telling the guys earlier. I just wish the apps would stop playing with us. Quit changing shit. These Teslas are amazing. EVs in general are amazing out here. And people like them. David Risher, you want to take Model Ys off black. Why? Because 2 or 3% of your ridership has mental issues, emotional issues. The other 95% of the people who use rideshare don't have a problem with Tesla. Like, you guys really need to just think about what you're doing before you do it, because you're so jumpy. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back later when we wrap up tonight. We'll give a final. Oh shit, $9 surge. I'm at 62%. No, I'm going to charge to 80% and hope the $9 is still there. Yeah, see it? It's right there. See, $9. $9 right there. But we're over here. But $9 right there. All right, so that's it for me for tonight. I am getting some food. I'm going to go home. It is 9:30, so we put in a good 11, 12-hour day today. We did good. We got to 400. $359 on the apps, 440 in cash. We got to 400, so we're going to take our money. We're going to run. Tomorrow's another day. It'll be another long day. It's wild. Last Saturday couldn't break 200. Today I hit 400. Who knew? Anyway, be safe. This will be out on Sunday, and then I'll do tomorrow's vlog. I'll put that out for Tuesday. And don't forget Monday, Coffee with Cuz, because we're trading, baby. We're trading. The markets matter. All right. Peace, love, happiness. Hit the buttons. Later.